Christmas to you. Are you having a lovely festive season? I am really trying to slow down at the moment and be in the present moment and enjoy doing wonderful things and wonderful Christmas things, which I think can be really hard at Christmas time, can't it? I mean, everything is so expensive and you feel like you have to spend. You don't. And I am sure that I cannot be the only person out there who is so shocked at how expensive things are nowadays. Every year I buy a Christmas decoration or two to add to my beauty. I am not happy unless my Christmas tree is literally buckling under its adornments. I'm not sure if you can see. But this year I decided I was going to make something instead. I'm going to make a ginger critter. I'm not sure if you can see them. I've got a couple that I'll show you. But I want to make another gingerbread critter. I think you have to do something 3 years in a row in order for you to claim it to be a tradition. So I am definitely going to make another one of those to make it a tradition and add to my collection, but we're not going to do that today. Today, I am going to show you how to make a fabulous mince pie and how to do some just really simple decorations that don't cost very much and make you feel really super crafty and capable, even if you're not. In fact, I tell you, I'm going to make a mince pie, but it's already made. I made it a while ago. It's in the oven, so there's this lovely sort of waft of cinnamon and spices through the air. It's making me really hungry. I also want to finish this orange garland. Can you see? And let's go make a pie. I can't claim this mince pie recipe as my own. I'm not sure if I've done it exactly verbatim, but I pulled the recipe from my favourite YouTube channel, Kylie Flavells. She's a beautiful cook, photographer, videographer, mother, wife, and she's a traveller from Australia who now lives in Tuscany. But she does wonderful dishes and recipes, and that's often how I start with my own recipe creations. I sort of start with trying out a recipe and then allowing it to adapt and morph over time to suit my own style of cooking and my own family's tastes. This recipe did not need anything changing, and in fact I shall link Kylie's own video so you can see just what a wonderful cook and videographer she is. I like to make the filling a good day or so ahead of the pastry. It just becomes more delicious with each passing day as all the spices infuse with the currants. I don't ever bother sieving my flour, and as for butter, I never bother with salted or unsalted. I just use whatever I have, so long as it's real butter. I also never use shortening in a quality pie. I can use it if I'm going to braid or if I want to create shapes or do something a little bit more elaborate or intricate. I always add egg yolks to the pie dough. It gives a deeper, richer colour, as well as slows down the development of gluten, which can make a dough a little bit rubbery. Add the water in so slowly, only a teaspoon at a time, and I can assure you, you won't need as much water as you think you will. Once you have your dough, cut it in 2 parts. Make one slightly bigger than the other. The biggest half is for the bottom of the pie. Wrap them tightly in plastic and then flatten into a disc, and this will make it easier to roll out. I really recommend letting the dough sit overnight in the fridge. The next day it will just be so much more fragrant and lightly spiced. Take your dough out about 15 minutes before you roll so it's not impossible to work with. I find leaving the plastic on the top means that I don't have to use extra flour, which prevents my already fairly crumbly pastry from getting too dry to work with. The thing to be aware though is making a dough as I am here, it can make it very crumbly, and it isn't the easiest to work with, but it does give me the exact texture I love, which is dry and flaky and crumbly, and it pairs really well with the sticky caramelized fruit of the mincemeat. Before I fill the pie, I refrigerate the filling. It's really cold right now, which is why it looks a bit dull and dry rather than sticky and glossy. But don't worry, because once it's cooked, it will be dreamy once more. I was going to have a go at doing some fancy toppings, but honestly, I ran out of steam and I just wanted to eat it. So instead, I used some mini cookie cutters. Because the top and sides cook so much quicker, I use foil as a makeshift crust guard. I also make one for the top with a hole in it, so the middle, which cooks so much slower, will cook more evenly. I'm baking in my Aga, which doesn't have a baking oven. Some Agas do. It isn't a problem though if you have a 2-door oven. You just have to be a bit clever. I put the rack in the middle, and on the very top runners, I put the cooling or the deflector sheet. I made a cranberry garland too, and I love it. I've never made one before. I quite like doing methodical things, and I found it really methodical just to sort of relax in the evening. I find that in the evenings I'm just exhausted, and I end up just sort of sitting in front of the television and vegetating, and I'm really trying to break that habit. So it felt like I was sort of taking a micro step in that direction. It was actually quite hard to muster up the energy to even do this. Oh, any of you watching parents, I'm curious how you like to spend your evenings. Do you have the same habit of vegetating on the sofa, watching horror films like me, or do you take the time to do something nice for yourself? I love knowing what people get up to. I'm not really one for pampering and doing complex skincare routines. Perhaps I should take it up. They're really pretty, aren't they? I really like them. I'm going to do them again. And the nice thing is in January, you can put them out in the woodland and woodland creatures can eat them. And you can feel very wholesome and mystical. This is virtually nearly done, but I'm fairly certain I can hear my timer going off and it's time to get the mince pie out the oven. So I shall, what do you think so far? I shall be right back. Oh. Oh my goodness. Right, what did you think? I like things really heavily spiced, so feel free to just half all the spices if you don't like things quite as spiced as me. I bought these kind of like mini clothes pegs. I'm not sure if you can see. Can you see? Hang on. So I'm going to make it a bit longer. And then I think I'm going to use these clothes pegs to sort of pin on like things like these flat leaves and sort of, hang on, can I show you? So I might use, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Use these clothes pegs to pin on the leaves sort of like that. Oh gosh. As we go, space these out a little bit. I want to just put the finishing touches to these, and then I made some other decorations. I don't think I'll ever not be able to make something spooky and creepy. It's just kind of in my DNA. So, shall I show you those? I don't know. Would you be interested? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna show you anyway. So, let's have a look.
Of course it is. Red and yellow.
Red and yellow mixed together. Yeah, but I'm going to try and do it on this.
Well, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that.
Were you going to do one too?
I can crack it. Awesome.
Thanks. I couldn't resist putting these baubles in here because I think they came out so good. I did also attempt at making some more civilised ones, but I don't know why. I will spend hours messing around with pie pastry or fiddly bits of clay, and working with contact cement was incredibly fiddly, but I'll stick with it because, I don't know, I can pretend that I'm Christine McConnell or something, but flapping about with bits of paper mache, it seems too much to ask for me.
Did prompt the Italians to get out of the war, see power as a brother of air, land and sea to do the hard toe of Italy just across from the Straits, seen at Boston, Culver along the way. So we looked at the Allies.
finished it. I love it with the leaves on. So what did you think of everything? Do you think I'll have a go at anything? Let me know if you do make anything. What I'll do is put in the description box below the full recipe, and actually I think I might write it out on I've got a Substack. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's a free newsletter that I have, and it means that you don't see anything but what you want to see, which is hopefully the recipe. So you can just sign up to that. So I'll put a full recipe together there that you can print out. And what else? I think that's probably it, isn't it? I hope you liked this video. Do let me know if you did, and if you like this sort of content, and I'll know better if you just click the like button. But until next time, I hope you have a very, very good week. Take care.